Brains are wired to respond to emotion with like emotions. For example, it's real easy to pick up, well, if you're in your right mind, if you're not in a bad mood, it's real easy to pick up on sadness. You just pick up on that, and it's easier to empathize and sympathize with that. It's also very easy to respond to kindness with kindness. It just, when someone's kind to you, even when you're in a bad mood, it's easy to get caught up in that, even to feel guilty if you're not smiling, because our brains are wired that way. You're being kind to me, I just want to be kind to you. But man, it's even easier to respond to anger with anger. And that's where it gets difficult. Because anger really never gets you anywhere. In faith, anger is a no-no for us. There is a righteous anger, but most of our anger is not. Most of our anger is we're responding to someone else because of something they did, or because they came at us with anger first. It's so easy. But what does the Bible say about that? Proverbs 15:1. This is the Passion Translation. I like the way they put it. Respond gently when you're confronted, and you'll diffuse the rage. Gently when you are confronted, and you will diffuse the rage of anger. How hard is that? But it works. One of the things I found as someone who has a psychology background is when psychologists study people, they find that the Bible's right. The things that God tells us, God didn't just make up hard thing for us to do. It is hard to be kind to someone who's being angry. But it's better for us. Responding with sharp, cutting words will only make it worse. Don't you know that being angry can ruin the testimony of even the wisest of men? So look, even if you're not a person of faith, anger can often get you in trouble. And you've probably, if you are a person who struggles with anger, it's probably got you in more trouble than say, I can't help it. That person deserves that. No, you can help it. You can control that. Anger is a thought. Now, we may get it instantly. I always tell people when they struggle with anger, you need to learn when you're getting angry. You need to know the symptoms. For me, I know when I'm angry even before I respond. My chest starts beating fast. My heart beats fast. For some people, the hair stands on the back of the neck. For some people, they sweat. They're just different responses that we have. And as Christians, we have to remember that more importantly than getting someone back with anger is that we are representing Jesus. We're representing Jesus. If you're not a Christian, anger will cause you anxiety and all kinds of problems. But if you're a follower of Christ, it will cause a disconnect between you and God, that anger that you're hanging on to. Remember, people listen. Proverbs 15:1 says, respond gently. Respond with kindness when you're confronted. Now, that may just blow you out of the water and you just think that's ridiculous. But man, it works. I know it works. As a believer, it will make you feel better because you're being obedient to God and you'll be close to Him. And then on top of that, you will be a very positive influence for Jesus. How about you? Can you respond to anger with kindness? Can you fight anger with kindness? You can. And God gives you the ability to do that. Hey, my name is Royal Ferris, and I'm pastor of Life Connection Church in Euless, Texas. If you're in our area and you don't have a church home, hey, come and be my guest on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. You can find out more about Life Connection Church at lifeconnectionchurch.org. God bless. I hope to see you back here again or see you Sunday.